Hello again, I'm Helene, and this is episode 2 of my Wood Anemone project. I started it a few days ago by sketching this, and about that, it is in episode 1. Now, in episode 2, I'm going to take this as my inspiration to make a stitched piece, a small one, and it will be I will pick something from this spread to focus on. I will not embroider all of it. To start this little video, there is going to be a few nature experiences again because I go out almost daily for a walk and take some photos and just listen and observe what's around me in nature. Sometimes I walk really quickly and jog, or sometimes I walk really slowly and listen and make notice of what I see. And in this little video, in the nature segment of the video, which will be in the beginning, I think, I encountered a deer, and that is, yeah, it's nice to look at, but it's little, yeah, you will see. And also, of course, the birds singing. It is very intense now in the end of April, the bird singing in the forest. And also I looked at a few other types of spring flowers, which I show in the video. But my main the main thing the fifth thing I'm focusing on right now is the wood anemone and the stitched piece I'm going to make. Actually, when filming this, I have almost completed the stitched piece. I stitched on it yesterday, so there is only a few more stitches to go, and then it's completed. So yeah, once again, I hope you'll enjoy my little walk outside, and later on in this film you will see me stitching and the stitched piece evolve. Yeah, okay, enjoy. So here is the finished spread, and I painted it this morning. I finished it the day after my walk in the forest, and I really like the colors of this. It reminds me so much of the colors we have outside right now. In a week or so, I think it will be all green in nature because the birch tree leaves are small and other leaves, but it's still brown outside, especially on the ground. And that was exactly the colors I tried to show here. This also inspired me to make this morning. This is made out of small pieces of fabrics I have painted myself this earlier. I have a large stash of fabrics I've painted myself, so this was perfect. And I could find the colors, the corresponding colors. This is a very small piece. It fits in the palm of my hand. And the plan for this is to hand stitch one of these anemones. The background corresponds color-wise more with the right picture, but I think I will choose the shape of this flower and embroider onto here, probably also with some applique. So we'll see how this turns out. I think it's a very good, promising start for a small little stitched piece. So this is the current state of my little textile piece. I have used various fabrics, and for example this cost printed fabric. This I didn't paint myself, but I think it looks good for the leaves like this. So I think the placement of this is good, and now it's the stitching. And when I do hand stitching onto this, I can decide lots of things still, and of course add the details within the flower and perhaps something to the background, because now there is no stitches at all here. It's just the fabrics laid out to the composition I like, with help and inspirations from my previous sketches. So far so good. So I have started stitching, and since this is just such a tiny piece, it's only 8 centimeters and 10 centimeters. So I use sewing threads. I just kind of basted this down, but it's not basted. I'm going to keep these stitches. And the leaves are just loose now. I have behind the stems there is a bit of Bonda web. It's a glue that melts with the iron. So, oh, I forgot to make the knot. So some of these fabric pieces, they are firm, they are steady here, steady, and some are loose. So my aim in the first place is just to stitch everything down so it doesn't move. And the stitches are also decorative. It's this kind of little rough, simple, or you say expressive look I'm out after. But, well, it's not very expressive since I blend the thread in with the color of the fabric. But this is how I like to do it. And while I stitch these kind of stitches, there is not so much to worry about shape or form or anything. It's just stitch, because had I chosen a contrasting thread, perhaps a white here instead of the green one, I would have been more careful where to place the stitching. But as for now, I just stitch everything down to secure it in place. And that's this face. And I will keep on doing this, and I will anchor the stems and this shape here and this shape here with kind of, I don't know, stitches. We'll see as it comes along. And of course here there will be in the center of the flower this yellow sewing thread, and I will make some French knots that will be suitable, I think, in there. And also when I am speaking, you know, Swedish is my native language and English is my second language, so sometimes I just freeze in my speech, because that's when I'm lost for the word I'm searching for while speaking English. But I try my best, and as I don't speak English every day, so by doing this video filming and talking in the to the camera like this and making this film, I also practice the English language in my mouth, as well as finding the words quicker. So, well, I will just keep on stitching here for a while. I don't think that this is so. And also, I don't know exactly how to set up my camera, so I hope I will have to look at this afterwards to see if you saw anything. But I think I fit all these items, the sketchbook and the thread, and this within the area of the camera lens. But that will be interesting to see afterwards. Or if it's too bad, I will have to make another try to shoot a new video. But since this is the first video I ever make for YouTube or for anything, I know this is a learning process for me, and I think I want to have fun and don't let all the difficulties stop me. I also realized that perhaps my way of speaking, by now it looks very ba 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 ba. Perhaps you fall asleep to it, but that is something I'm going to work on later if I do more. So now another look at the process here. I went up and fetched the anemones I picked yesterday. I forgot to water, or they drink water very fast. And also so this is one I can look at also, because I wanted to look at the shapes. So I have stitched this now, and I have stitched down the leaves and also added the pistils in here. And then now I'm decided to add some white thread to the top here, just to bind everything together. So this is the finish. I have to consider how this looks like, and what I'm thinking about now is to bind it all together. The white here, I want to balance it. I want some white up here and perhaps some white here, and then you see I have emphasized this with yellow, some highlights. I chose not pure white because it would be too harsh, I think. So a yellow here, and then I still have to make the equivalent on this one, some yellow spots for the highlights. And then also I haven't done the stem yet. I will decide later or soon, I guess, because now it's almost done. But okay, these white, and so it's a little, not much further to go with this one. I like it a lot. I decided to go with that color on the stem, and also not to make it look too alone, that color. To balance it, I put some stitches here. And also, since I painted this fabric myself, these fabrics in the first place, I decided to finish off with a little dab of paint, diluted with water dabs of paint around the flower to emphasize the white petals. And yeah, I think that's about it. And I also dabbed some yellow ochre in a few spots here. Here's another very common flower, Tussilago farfara. There are so many spring flowers on my walk today, and here is a cluster of this violet flower. You can eat it if you want. It's also super nice. Today I'm looking for a larger area. Actually, I would love to find a field of wood anemones because they are so common that in certain places or in many places they grow in abundance, like seas of them, oceans of them. But here on my walk today I haven't found that super large area I would prefer, because I have walked also. If you go by car, I know a few places, but I would hope to find them perhaps over there on the hillside, further down, further away there. So I'm going to walk a little longer to see if I find many of them. The wood anemone that's in my current project. Here is the hillside, and yeah, there are many flowers, but not as many as it could be. I think in a more, well, wood. Oh, yeah, I mean, like in forest with leaves. Here is a little too dry, perhaps, but still they are so many everywhere. But they are not that visible because the ground is light colored. If everything would be green underneath, you would see the flower. Flower is much better. I will walk up to see what happens here. Oh, there is a strange noise. Oh, it's a deer. I think it's a deer ahead of me. Oh. Perhaps I should leave. I think it's a male deer behind that rock. Yes, I recognize the sound. I will just back off a bit here. Perhaps I don't think I scared him because I am. Oh, there he is. Can you see? Yeah, there he is. Perhaps. Yes, I will leave him alone. But now I'm not in the nature preserve. I'm close to a road here, a walking road. So, but I will leave him alone. I think I scared him, perhaps. This white wood anemone is very common, so you are allowed to pick it. That is not the case with the blue one. That is, you cannot pick. They are very lovely. They turn themselves to the sun. You can see that clearly there. But now the sun is not shining, but that is facing south, the way they turn. Now I think I will head back to my studio and continue on my embroidery piece of this flower. You can listen a bit to the bird song. So this is a couple of days since I filmed the video 1. So this is another walk outside. It's nice to listen to the birds singing. So this is the walk today. I have been looking at various spring flowers, but I will go back to my studio now to continue with the stitched piece for the wood anemone. And it's cold out today. When I went out, I had sunglasses on, but now the sun is gone. That one is good. thread, and now this piece is almost completed. I am going to add the last finishing touches with some white thread here, and you see I've already signed it. But since today it's the 28th of April, and the other day, for a few days actually, we have had hailstorms, large ones. So it's very truly we have had, or we are having, April weather. So I think, and also there has been some snow. I decided that I wanted to add some stitching. Yes, I already decided to add something, but now I decided, yeah, it could be some kind of snowflakes. Since I have made this piece and continued working on it, I have transformed this area so it looks like, to me now, that it is a landscape with the anemone here in the front, and then this could be almost a lake or something, and this is the sky. So to me, this anemone necessarily doesn't grow in the forest on those autumn old leaves from last year. But I think this makes a nice composition, and we'll see. I need something more, perhaps here. It's the classic, isn't it? It's difficult to know where to end. That's not, but sometimes you have to decide, this is the last brush stroke, or this is the last stitch. I have to squeeze a little with my eyes to look at all of this. Yeah, it needs something up here. Perhaps now this is the last stitch. Yes. Or is it now? No. I'm picky with the balance. I'm so picky. Nobody else would notice, I think. And if you make one more, it can be like, the balance is not there, so I have to add another one. But we are getting there now. We're getting there. I think this is so nice too. Oh, this is a lot of snow or ice. Yeah, I can continue. It can be here. No, I lost it. Perhaps it's good to have something over the horizon, further down than the horizon. Horizon. What happens if I put some over the... Now it's, when doing this drastic addition, it will change or impact the whole piece. And I very rarely, almost never ever pick up a stitch. I rather continue. Now I'm out of thread. It can be like that, and then this. So, is it better or worse than it was without? There, I want to have some here too. So this was a long episode. I probably filming this last segment of this embroidery. It took a long time, so perhaps I will edit most of this away, delete it. Oh, and this was also, I have the needle's eye is a little too small, but if you're persistent, you can do it. And now I need something, not too many now. Not too many. I will leave this as a cross, I think, not do anything too perfectly. It's life. Yeah, perhaps it's almost finished now. I thought it was finished earlier. And now we are absolutely getting there. I don't want to have the snowflakes all over. After all, it's springtime. Yes, I think, and perhaps here. What would you have done? Perhaps you would have not added any snowflakes at all. All these decisions, there is no right or wrong. Yeah, and also it depends if you want to frame it or do something else. You can always add something more. But I think this will be it. I'm a little hesitant. Yeah, I think this is it. So. Okay, so here is the finished piece, and I will think about whether or not to mount it, to frame it, or to just keep it with the sketchbook, but no, I don't think so. I'm going to go get the sketch. The sketches. So here are the sketches again. Like that. And then the finished piece like this. Yes. I think it's all good. Yeah. I think it's all good. And I enjoyed this little project a lot. And yeah. So this is all I had in mind to share with you in this episode too. For the next episode, the third one in the Wood Anemone series, I am going to make use of my dried anemone flowers and leaves. I don't have many of them, so I will not make a large flower composition with them or something like that. I have something else in mind, and I think for the third video it will pass 1 or 2 weeks at least, because I want to do something different. It has to do with the shapes of the anemone, and perhaps thinking a little more onto the abstract side of things. But I'm not sure really. I have some clear ideas and some vague ideas, and I haven't decided if I want to make a really small, quick piece, but I'm leaning towards that I want to make something that requires a little more time for me to make. And that is the thing with all this also. The making is what I love to do, and to think what to do next with the project. So I don't want to hurry that process. I enjoy every minute of the making, of the sketching, of the stitching, and I want to enjoy that. No hurry. So we'll see. Someday in May, I think the third video will be published and ready. And if you don't want to miss it, you can subscribe to the YouTube. I know you can. You can find it somewhere to push a button where it says subscribe, or in Swedish prenumerera, and then it will be easier for you to see when something new from my YouTube channel is ready to watch. Take care, and thanks for visiting me here in my little studio, and following me on my little nature walks. Bye for now. Take care.